Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp with a limp, and as obviously you can tell, this is definitely different from my usual. This is just a video of me asking a question, putting it out there to the interwebs to find out what you guys think I should do on this situation. Okay, so the situation at hand, obviously from the title, is whether or not I should take and do a little small claim suit against someone. And I've never done this before, so I thought I'd put it out there to you guys and let you know let me know what you think. Because I figure some of you had to have had experience with this before and whether or not I'm right on this. So, thing is a little while back I got myself a nice high-end set of headphones. And as you can see, they are starting to basically fall apart. When I started doing a little research on it, I found that this is a very common defect with this specific brand of headphone. All right, so when you look it up, they're GSP 600, I think is the exact name of it. Sennheiser. You can look it up on Amazon. But if you go there and look at the reviews, all the reviews say something along those lines. Not all the reviews. I mean, the bad reviews say something along those lines. They were falling apart. The ear pads came apart. Whatever. So I was irritated about that. But I'm like, all right, it happens. I've had good experiences with companies. Let's, see if they'll take care of it. So I contact them, go through their stupid, irritating website to find out who I'm supposed to talk to. And it's, I think, a different part of the company or a third party. I don't know. It's some weird way they try to warranty this stuff. So I contact them and explain the whole thing, include documentation, proof of purchase I still have, all that good stuff. Thanks to everything being digital now, you can pull up information very quickly. So I was able to get all that to them, and they come back with a snarky response after a few emails back and forth, where they're like, well, we would love to replace these for you, but you're out of warranty, so we won't. And I would get that normally. Normally I would be like, okay, don't really agree with you, but we'll move on, except for a few mitigating factors on this. One, and this doesn't have to do with them particularly, but the problem started before I was out of warranty. And you guys know I had a baby recently, and it actually started around that time, and I figured, I'm not going to deal with this right now. I'll deal with this after the wife is born. And something kind of funny is it was nowhere near this bad, nowhere near this when it first started to go bad. It was just a little bit of tearing apart, and once it starts to go, evidently, it just goes. Like, it tore itself apart. I did not use them after they started doing that. And just sitting there, it seems like the seam, like once it starts to pull apart, it just continues to go. So I was irritated about that, and I'm like, so if I had contacted them a couple of weeks earlier, they would have taken care of it. And I started doing a little digging, and that's when I found that there was a plethora of others who had the exact same issue. And not only had they had the exact same issue, but they were told that it wasn't covered under warranty. So they told me that they would cover it under warranty, but I was too late. And they told others that they wouldn't cover it under warranty because it was just not covered. And I'm like, all right, if you have a product that is having the same problem, all the users are having the same problem with it, that's a defect. That's not a wear and tear, right? So if I had these headphones for 4 or 5 years and they'd started to wear out or been real rough with them, something like that, okay, I could get it. But these aren't that old, and when I decided, like, I'm going to invest in a nice higher set of headphones because I use them when I do voiceovers and crap like that, I wanted to get the nicest, most cost-effective set I could get, something that would last a while, right? Something that I could use for gaming, something I could use for my recording, something I could use with everything that I needed. And I was, okay, cool, I'm good with this. And I should have done more digging on the reviews, because some of the reviews are old enough that I would have seen them, but I didn't look enough. I didn't look through all the numbers on it to see some of the problems that people were having then, and that's on me. But this is different. If you buy a $30 set of headphones, if they wear out after a year or two, you're not really that upset about it because you figure, well, they're a cheap set of headphones. I mean, they're not going to last forever. But if you buy a set from a company that brands itself as high-end audio equipment, and in less than 2 years they're falling apart, and they're all falling apart in the exact same manner, you're kind of like, yeah, this is something the company should cover. At a minimum, send replacement earmuffs. That would be at a minimum. So my thing is, should I take them to small claims over it? And would I even have a case? Because my biggest thing is the fact that it's, I think, a defect rather than wear and tear. I can prove, at least to an extent, that there are multiple users experiencing the exact same problem. To me, that shows defect, not wear and tear that they can claim. And then I can point out that it's not warranty that's stopping them from doing it, because others have had the same problem well within their warranty period. I mean, come on, and we're talking like the email was just a couple of weeks, like what, 2-3 weeks. When I first started the email chain, we'd been emailing back and forth for a month or so at this point. When I contacted them, so we're skin of the teeth here. And that's another thing that I look at, like, do you really want to engender the bad ill will with your customer base that they don't have any faith in you, that you're going to screw them over if your product fails exactly at that time frame? Like, should I anticipate that your products are going to die? Not even just that, the fact that you don't cover it anyway, even if it fails during that period of time. So you tell me, well, we're not covering it because you're just out of your warranty, but you told others that you didn't cover it because it wasn't covered by warranty. Well, which is it? It can't be both. This just sounds like you're tossing out excuses on why you shouldn't have to uphold your products, why you shouldn't have to stand behind what you make. And when you've got your nicely designed little confusing website that you can't ever, why doesn't a damn company ever list easy to find contact information? Nobody, and I mean nobody, calls anymore. Very rarely. And it helps me in this day and age to have everything digital, because my memory is shit thanks to the damn landmine. So I like to have things in writing, right? That way I can remember and I can go back to it, because I'll forget a verbal conversation very quickly. And the only thing they list down on their website under their contact information is a couple of phone numbers. It took me a while to find anything else on a way to contact them. It's like email should be easily accessible right there. I mean, even just a generic customer service, something or other. But in this day and age, when a company hides their contact information in such a way that it makes it difficult to get a hold of them, and especially difficult to warranty things or to try to get your products taken care of, it makes me wonder, is the company doing this on purpose? Do they know that they're putting out defective stuff and they just don't want to deal with it? They make it as convoluted as possible so you can't deal with it. I'll give it to Amazon. I can always get a hold of one of their little chatty representatives relatively quickly. I don't think they have an easily accessible email. I could be wrong about that, but I know if I go down to my phone, chat, I can chat with them within a matter of minutes, and I appreciate that. It makes things a lot easier. I wish more companies would go down that route. No, Amazon has, their fair share of bad stuff. But yeah, let me know. Put it down in the comments. Do you think I'm right? Do you think that this is something that the company should be warranting? Should this be something they cover, right? Should this count as a defect that multiple people have had and they should stand by their stuff? Or I guess a lemon law type deal if your product of multiple products, kind of like a recall. If a car has a problem, I think GM had a problem with their ignitions on like 2 million vehicles and they had to do a huge recall on it. And I'm not looking like at a class action or something like this, but take and cover it, And I've said this before about games when they have errata, whatnot, mislabeled pieces or rule books. It's going to happen, all right? That's part of doing business. That it's going to happen with any product that you purchase. Occasionally, you're going to get a bad one, right? And that's fine. It's how the company handles it, right? If they know that X product has a failure rate of 10% or whatever, they should anticipate that and be prepared to take care of those customers and make them whole in some way, shape, or form. I mean, not even offering to send a replacement set of ear pads that I would have to figure out how to apply myself. I mean, how could you not even do that at a minimum and try to retain your customers? Because now you just got someone who's pissed, feels like they got screwed over, and definitely won't spend a few $100s to buy another one of your products in the future. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't shop with them again, period, even if they did take it, because it's been such an arduous process. I don't want to deal with a company that does that, you know? That's why I like DVG. Compass Games does good, Lock and Load. Most of the gaming companies actually do relatively well. Wargaming companies do relatively well as far as if you got a problem with one of their products, they do a good job of taking care of it. GMT, they do good. I just don't get how these companies don't. Because now I'm making a video. Now I'm considering taking them to small claims. Now I'm considering, you know, what my further options are, when it all could have been avoided if they were like, because for them, I mean, just being honest about it, I can't afford to just go out and buy a brand new $200 headset, right? That's not in the budget. 4 kids, new baby, I can't afford to replace them. But it's going to cost them far less because, I mean, they don't pay $200 for the headset. And it's less than now because, Lord knows, I think they charge like $150 for it now. But it's not going to cost them that. They probably get it made for $40, $50, whatever. So as a whole, the company would not be losing that much profit, you know, that much money by making a customer whole, but they would be retaining that customer. They would be much more likely to buy from them again in the future if they felt like their purchase mattered and that the company would take care of them if they had a problem. That's where I'm like, are you kidding me? What are you doing here? Now I'm just pissed and I've got time on my hands to try to take it out on you. And I don't like that. I don't like being mad. I like being happy. Make me happy. You know? Come on. I don't want to sound entitled. That's why I want to put this out there. If you guys think I'm wrong or if I should take it to the courts and go that route. And I hate that. I don't want to do that. That's irritating and having to go down that process. But in a way, I do feel wronged, and I feel like I got to go after him to get made whole. You know, if it's not mine, I don't want it. But if it is mine, I want all of it, type deal. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear anything in the background. The kids are getting fussy. I was trying to record this quickly. All right, so I'll end it here. I know I've been rambling for a few minutes. But, yeah, put it in the comments. Let me know. Should I sue him? Should I not? Should I just let it go? Should I what? I don't know. I've contacted them in multiple ways. I've emailed them. I've contacted them on Facebook. I've contacted their third-party company. You know, I've contacted them in every way that I can to try to give them a chance to resolve this without taking further steps. So anyway, let me know what you think. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.